Okay, here we go again. This guy, this guy here, you know him, you know about him. Trump is teasing U.S. expansion into Panama, Greenland, and Canada. Now, I don't know how many of you are upset about Putin invading Ukraine. Hopefully, most of you are upset about that and wish that Ukraine could be independent from the forces of Russia again. In the vein of Trump saying that he wants to make America great again, I'm not sure what he means by that because it doesn't seem like he's interested in really improving us any. Seems like he's just making a big mess. But yeah, make Ukraine great again by telling Putin to get the fuck out. This idea that Trump wants to expand in Canada, Greenland, and Panama does not bode well for the likelihood of Russia leaving Ukraine if Donald Trump, once elected, throws his weight around with Putin and somehow or another, I'm not sure how to end that sentence because I think Trump just wants Putin to take as much of Ukraine as he wants. And Trump seems to be taking lessons from Putin. I think Greenland is probably one of the most peaceful places on the planet. And maybe I'm wrong, but I had the idea that nobody would want to attack Greenland but Donald Trump seems to. Now, I don't think Donald Trump is going to go in there with carrier groups. At least I hope not. I think that would be a war crime of epic proportion. Since Greenland is sitting there not bothering anyone and just looking good. I haven't really read this article, but no, that's right. I did read it earlier, but I've forgotten all about it. A few minutes ago, I was in the bathroom, and some people read their newspaper in the bathroom. I have a computer, so half the time I'm reading Slashdot and Google News, and this story popped up. But an hour ago, I could forget everything in an hour. I had a tilapia and over some sweet onions and some rice, white rice, and I use the instant rice because it takes 5 minutes and it always comes out perfectly. Costs more though. Probably should buy me a rice steamer. I put some garlic and curry, basil, and parsley on that. It's tasty. Then I like to sprinkle a little bit of soy sauce on top and draw me out a few lines of no um, horseradish. Really good. Of course, this is a complete regression. A digression. I'm sorry. Um, anyway, so Greenland, we've already talked about Panama earlier. But Greenland said that ownership of Greenland, Trump said ownership of Greenland is absolute necessity. No, it isn't. We haven't owned Greenland ever. And nothing is happening with Greenland. Leave it the fuck alone. He's pitched to seize the Panama Canal, which he described as a vital national asset, though it's been decades since America controlled it. Reflected a similar nationalist agenda that Trump often describes as America First, which I hate. Just last night, I was rewatching Carl Sagan's Pale Blue Dot because Seth Andrews did a tribute to Carl Sagan. It was beautiful. I cried. Seth, you make me cry. Damn it. Hey, your production is just so buttery smooth, and your voice is just amazing, and you just pick all the right things to play, Christopher Hitchens and bits, and just the right videos, and all just the right Sagan videos, and and I'm just saying, we got to live on this speck in space, this little pale blue dot. You guys should try to get along instead of taking over shit. Okay? If anybody can afford the fees of going through Panama Canal, it's the United States military. So, Donald, no. We already have a treaty with Panama. If you're worried about the dollar figure of what it costs the United States to go through the Panama Canal, don't be. Okay? You're one of the richest men. Stop bludgeoning people with dollars. This is in essence like going to war with Greenland. You're bludgeoning them with dollars. Yes, you're not bludgeoning them with tanks and aircraft carriers and F-18s and, missiles and stuff, but you're bludgeoning them with money. Denmark has already said, we're not interested. Greenland is ours, and we're keeping it. And I hope that remains the case. Whatever I've read in this article a couple of hours ago, I can't even remember what was said about Canada. But how in the hell would you expand into Canada, Donald Trump? I guess I'm going to have to search for Canada because I can't even remember what was said about Canada. Let's see. Canada. Can't even spell it. Trump is going after Canada now, but everyone else is next. It's a related article. Here we go. Trump's proposal to annex Canada appears far less serious and more so a public needling of Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau after the two dined recently at Mar-a-Lago. Everything happens over a golf course, eh? The president-elect has, though, continued to tease the idea on social media. I think it's a great idea, he wrote in a recent post. No. And 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico is a stupid idea. Okay? I'm already paying enough for a dozen eggs. I don't need tariffs on North American nations' goods imports to raise the price of another 18 eggs to put in my refrigerator. All this, and the Chinese tariffs are stupid. I just bought a TV recently. You can't see my hands because of the stupid. I'm going to get a green screen. I'm sick of this ridiculous plug-in. But anyway, I got a reasonable deal on this TV. It was 4K, 43 inch, $138. Walmart probably came directly from China, I'm sure. We can't make anything on the United States lately. But it was a Zumo TV, and I don't care anything about Zumo TV or Roku, which everyone seems to want a Roku TV. I only cared about an HDMI display that I could play 4K videos on. And unfortunately, YouTube seems to be removing older videos of high resolution. Need to stop that, YouTube. You're cramping my... I just got a 4K TV. I've never had one. You guys should stop removing all the 4K content. But listen, you're not doing good for democracy by talking about annexing Canada. President Trump is securing the border. His transition team wrote in a recent release that he hasn't even taken office yet. I just kind of... I wish that humans could move around wherever they can, wherever they'd like to. You know, we don't have the highest population concentration on the planet. You might look at Kinshasa for something like that, or Hong Kong. We got room to spare, Donald. You know, immigrants are consumers too. You let immigrants in here, not only will they work, they'll spend money. Maybe if you had more immigrants, you could build more TVs in the United States. You know, instead of having a billion Chinese citizens building the TVs, we could build some TVs. I mean, you're just silly, Donald. You're saying your whole campaign ever has been "Make America Great Again," but the stuff you're doing is the opposite of that. Taking over countries is like Putin, bad. Like Netanyahu, bad. We're not gonna buy Greenland, y'all. At least I hope. Love you, bye.